Two people apply for the same opportunity. Same degree. Same experience. Same interview answers. One earns $50,000 a year. The other earns $120,000. The difference isn't intelligence. It isn't effort. And it isn't luck. The difference is currency. Not money. Not crypto. Not stocks. It is a currency most people don't even realize they're being evaluated in. Every year, millions of people upgrade their resumes. New certifications, new courses, new qualifications, and yet their income barely moves, or their job search never ends. They're improving the document instead of improving their exchange rate. Because in modern professional life, your resume is not your value. It's your receipt. Qualifications are not useless. They are simply misunderstood. A degree used to signal scarcity. Now it signals participation. When everyone holds the same signal, it stops being currency and becomes an entry ticket. Most people compete with entry tickets. Organizations trade in leverage, and leverage speaks a different language. In every economy, there are official currencies and shadow currencies. The same exists in careers. Your salary, your hiring success, your influence are not determined only by education or hours worked. They are determined by the currencies you emit. Invisible signals that say, this person multiplies value. Not this person works hard, but this person changes outcomes. And this doesn't only apply to people already employed. If you're still searching for work, these currencies matter even more. Hiring decisions are rarely based on qualifications alone. They are based on signals of future value. Two candidates can submit identical resumes, but the one who communicates clarity, understands the company's direction, and interacts with calm confidence, often receives the call back. Job hunting is not only a test of skill, it is a test of value translation. Perception is the exchange rate of reality. Two people can produce the same result, but the one perceived as strategic, calm, and decisive earns more influence. Employers don't only pay for output. They pay for confidence in future output. If people struggle to describe your value, your currency is weak, even if your skills are strong. For job seekers, perception appears in communication tone, portfolio clarity, and online presence. Some professionals execute tasks. Others reduce uncertainty. Organizations do not fear effort. They fear wrong decisions. The person who can say, "This is the direction, and here's why," trades in higher denominations. Decision currency isn't knowing everything. It's reducing hesitation. Networking is often misunderstood as socializing. In reality, it is access to information flow. A strong network doesn't just give contacts. It gives early signals. You hear about opportunities before they are posted. You understand shifts before they become headlines. For job seekers, network currency often determines referrals. For employees, it determines mobility. Information is leverage. Leverage is profit. Translation is the rarest currency. The ability to take complexity and make it understandable. Engineers who speak business. Designers who understand psychology. Analysts who explain numbers without jargon. Organizations are filled with specialists. They are starving for translators. The person who connects departments often earns more than the person who dominates one. There is one currency that rarely appears on resumes, yet influences almost every promotion. The human currency, also known as emotional intelligence. Not friendliness, not charisma, but awareness. The ability to read a room, to sense tension before it becomes conflict, to understand what people mean, not only what they say. Organizations do not run purely on logic. They run on relationships. A person with high technical skill can complete tasks. A person with high emotional intelligence can align people. And alignment multiplies output. Teams with strong emotional awareness resolve conflict faster, share information more openly, and innovate more easily, because psychological safety increases creativity. This is why two equally skilled professionals can have different trajectories. One solves problems. The other prevents problems from escalating. Emotional intelligence is not softness. It is strategic awareness of human dynamics. And like any currency, it can be strengthened. Listening without preparing a reply. Observing patterns in group behavior. Understanding your own reactions before expressing them. When people feel understood in your presence, your influence rises quietly, not through authority, but through trust. And trust is one of the highest denominations in any workplace economy. Employers rarely measure these currencies directly. They measure proxies. Who explains problems instead of forwarding them? Who others quietly ask for advice? Who remains calm under pressure? Who simplifies confusion? Reputation forms silently. Opportunities, both hiring and promotion, are often decided in conversations you never hear. These are not compliments. They are valuations. Most people focus on visible effort. Courses completed. Hours worked. Tasks finished. Invisible currencies don't show up on checklists. They compound silently. So people keep upgrading their resumes, while their exchange rate stays the same. They are adding weight, instead of adding leverage. Increasing your exchange rate is not about working longer hours. It is about working at higher signal levels. Instead of asking, "How can I do more work?" ask, "How can I make my work easier to understand?" Instead of learning 5 new tools, learn how your industry makes money. Instead of networking widely, build a few relationships that exchange insight, not favors. The goal is not visibility. The goal is clarity. When your name equals less confusion, faster decisions, smoother communication, your currency strengthens naturally. Your resume is not your value. It is your introduction. Your true value is determined by how you are perceived, the decisions you influence, the information you access, the complexity you simplify, and the trust you create. Hard work still matters. But hard work without currency is like earning in a country whose money cannot be exchanged. The modern career is not only about climbing a ladder. It is about increasing your exchange rate. Because in the hidden economy of work, the highest earners are not always the hardest workers. They are the ones trading in currencies most people never realize exist. Once you see the currencies, you stop chasing titles and start increasing value. The system isn't always unfair, but it is often invisible.